The 2014 elections have come and gone. Political parties and the NBC held a post-mortem meeting as part of the election forum the national broadcaster had established as a platform with political parties to discuss issues related to election coverage. The meeting was nothing but prizes for NBC.
I think all in all, we are satisfied with what happened, except some of the issues that we'd like to put on just on paper for future improvement.
From our party, I think and I know that we have not missed out on any broadcast, any recordings. We were trying our best, and if that was the case that we were late, then we could have arranged that beforehand. And definitely, today I can only sing a praise song and say that we are ready to work with NBC for the upcoming elections, even next year, and definitely thank you very much.
I felt during the campaign that there was not that much exposure to us as women in particular. I saw that whenever something was broadcasted, they rather concentrated on our presidents, who are all male, and the chairpersons and the secretary generals, who are women, were sidelined. Maybe something to think about it. We also need the exposure, not to be seen on TV with our nice dresses, but rather to air our views and to make ourselves part of the politic arena. But thank you.
On our short arrival in the political scene, everywhere in Namibia we have been known, and NBC played a very, very important role. So we cannot take that away from you, and we cannot also demand more than that. And I think by now the government, I think, should just double the money that they are spending into you guys, so that you must go back and educate the Namibian people. Why is it important to vote?
The NBC Director General Albertus Augamop thanked political parties for the good cooperation, saying the NBC had full support from its line ministry in all it was doing during the elections.
Throughout the year, we would and we stand ready to be given material that we can carry. We gladly do that, because we don't have to wait for elections. You're right. I think we don't have to all wait for elections before we share party programs and what the parties believe in. I think it's the only criterion we obviously have is firstly the newsworthiness of a story. That unfortunately we cannot run away from, because that's still our editorial prerogative. Otherwise we are giving away our responsibility on a daily basis. But the second is that if something is a national import and you can't dispute it, even if the government of the day does not agree with it, it does not mean that we shouldn't carry it. Because the day that we go down that route where we have censorship of that sort, then our democracy dies.
This was the first time that the NBC has allocated equal free airtime to political parties for campaigning. In the past, it was done on a proportional basis, where the ruling party was given a lion's share. SADC and African Union election observers have recommended the policy of equal airtime by the national broadcaster to be legislated as part of the Electoral Act. Tonateni Shidudu, NBC News, Windhoek.